Hi, and welcome to this short yoga-based stretch practice. We'll be focusing a bit more on the lower body, and we'll need a yoga block today. If you don't have a yoga block, something that elevates you about 10 centimeters and it's sturdy, could also be a foam roller. It's also usable for today. So today we're gonna start in low lunge. So bring the right leg forward into a low lunge. And we're gonna be working on ankle mobility as well as stretching the front thigh of the back leg. So when you're here, you want to be in a slightly shorter stance so you can really bring your knee beyond your toes as much as you can, or at least on top. Depends on how your ankle mobility is today. And just slowly, as you inhale, come forward and exhale, lean back, or the other way around, whatever feels comfortable today. For a few breaths. And then we'll switch sides. So right leg goes back, left leg comes to the front. Again, a shorter stance. So you can really lean forward onto your end range of motion for the ankle. And slowly come into that end and out. And that was for this ankle. Come back to sitting on your heels. Next pose will be half splits or Ardha Hanumasana to work on the back of the legs. So stretch a bit of the hamstrings, calf, back of the knee. Bring the right leg to the front. Slide the heel or the whole foot a bit forward or just wiggle it. And then bring your hands to the floor. Bring your toes up and create an action of trying to drag the right heel back to activate the muscles or to engage the muscles in the back of the leg. Bend forward from the hips and stay here for a few breaths. Last breath here. Bring the heel closer and then bring the right leg to the back. And let's switch sides. So left leg comes forward. And then slowly move it a little bit away. Come onto your heel. Bend from the hips, place your fingers or your hands on the mat, and try to create that action of dragging the heel back to activate, to engage the back muscles of your left leg. And stay here for a few deep breaths. And then drag the heel closer to you and bring the left leg to the back again. We'll go back into lunge to work on the thigh, so the front of the leg, with a half twisted stretch. It's similar to a coach stretch, but in lunge. If your knees are super sensitive here, I suggest using a folded blanket or a sweater under your knee, because you're gonna be leaning on it. So bring again the right leg forward into your lunge. Place the left hand on the floor, twist around to the right, reach behind you with your right hand, bring the left foot high, grab it with your right hand, and bring it as close as you can to your buttocks. And then you can play with staying upright or bringing your hips forward and down and see where the stretch feels the best today. And once you find that point, stay with me for a few breaths. Last two breaths on this side. And release. And then let's switch sides. Right leg comes to the back. Left comes to the front in that lunge. Right hand to the floor. Twist around to the left. Reach back with your left hand. Grab your right foot and bring it close to your buttocks. Again, find that position here where you have a nice stretch in the front thigh, the front right thigh, and stay here for a few breaths. Last two breaths. And then release. And this time just come to sit on the mat with your legs stretched out. Bring the left foot to the outside of your right leg. Knees pointing up. Lengthen your spine and then twist to the left. Left hand on the floor somewhere behind you. Right elbow on the outside of your left knee for half lord of the fishes pose. And stay here in the twist for a few deep, slow breaths. Last 2 breaths here. And then untwist and switch sides. I'll rotate 180 degrees. And I'll put the right leg, the foot on the outside of your left leg. Lengthen your spine. Twist to the right. Right hand somewhere behind you. Left elbow on the outside of your right knee. And stay here for a few slow breaths. Last breath here. And we'll finish with one of my favorite resting positions, which is similar to legs up the wall, but freestanding and with a small back bend, supported by the block. So lay on your back. This is where you have your block handy and it's on the flatter or the lower setting. Bring your feet onto the mat, bend your knees as if to do bridge pose, which we're gonna start by doing. So we can slide the block underneath the sacrum or tailbone. Find a comfortable position there for your tailbone. Maybe bring your shoulder blades closer together underneath your shoulders. And then bring your legs up towards the ceiling. And once you're here, find that balance point where this pose feels effortless and easy. And then you can choose to keep your eyes open or close them. And just focus on your breathing here. Slowing the inhales and the exhales. Making them the same length and depth. With each breath, the inhale and the exhale become a little bit deeper, a little bit slower, a little bit longer. And once you've reached a deep, slow breath that feels comfortable, stay with it for a few more breaths. Just follow the air as you inhale and exhale. You may choose to stay a lot longer here. And if your mind starts to wander around, just bring it back to your breath. Observe your breath. Gentle, slow, and deep. Take one more breath here. And then lower your feet to the mat. Bring your hips up and slide the block from underneath you. Set your hips back on the floor. And that was today's last pose. So I hope you enjoyed this short yoga practice. And I hope to see you again next week.